Good, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are well, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're just preparing. I'll do a little more oxygen, not included. And when I say a little more, the last stream was 5 hours long. So we'll see about that, huh? And just as I start recording, the people start shouting outside. Give me one moment. Shut that up a bit. Now let's transition over to the game, and we're in. Do we have sounds? We have. We don't have much power though. Cranky, look at that. No automation wire. And no power either. We do still have this thing. Oh, we moved that over, didn't we? That's correct. That's what I was about to do next. So I want to connect that to this. That's correct. That's done. So now this one can go. Deconstruct it, please. And we're going to slightly rejiggle this. So we want to connect that there like that. And deconstruct all those, please. We can deconstruct that bottom one there. Come on, chop chop. Don't run off. What did I do? I probably left some highly important jobs doing somewhere else. Yeah, I did. Ah, yes. The Rubik's Cube is on the floor. Let's board the rocket. And we have a space there now, so I think it's under furniture. If I recall correctly, there it is. There's a pedestal. And what have we got to make it out of? Granny granite. We'll put it right there. Where are you going? Oh, she's got to do some really important oxalate manoeuvring. I'm going to change that to a 1. She stops doing it. Right, no, here. Here's where it's at. Alright, so we're starting to get little tiny amounts of power back in here again. This area should have cooled down a bit. Ah, a lot. Look at that. Beautiful. We'll pop that right there, please. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take this iron made in this area. We're going to run it straight up this ladder here. How's the best to do this section? I think we'll just put a joint plate in the ceiling here where we can reach it. Very what? Joint plate. Not necessary, but might as well. And we'll pop it, say, 1, 2, 3, yeah, above the door, so it's not touching the door, because it will allow a considerable amount of heat through. Actually, that's a good point. Cancel that. I might prefer to go through this layer of abyssallite. I know this layer of abyssallite is actually, a good insulator for us. I think it's worth it, rather than putting it this side, because there's going to be some terrifically hot exhaust from the rockets here, and if there's a joint plate there, it'll just draw all that heat in here. The whole point of this area is to keep that out. So what we might do instead is if we go, we put a heavy watt conductive joint plate right here. Oh, I'd rather go one higher. Right there, please. Take that to there. And also continue this ladder upon. What's it made of? Sedimentary? Well, you might as well carry on being sedimentary then. Because I was going to make a vacuum space in between these doors so that, if this door gets very, very hot, which it will, then hopefully we can pump the gases out and Yeah, that's a problem then, isn't it? Because that needs to come in by 1. That's too close. We need a door there and then a door here. I like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then we can bring that across like that. And we can come down from above. Yeah, that would work. Then we'll deconstruct, say, all of this crap here. If it lets me, Ah, the door will go incredibly slow as soon as we deconstruct that part there. So we'll leave it for now. That our door is powered. And which bit do I want done first? I want that bit there done first. And I'd like to move this fella there, but we can't do that until this joint plate is moved as well. So where can we do that? We could pop one here, like we did this side, just one there temporarily, just so we can move this. Let's just put one right here. We've got to move that joint plate out. There's many ways you could do that. You could just run some heavy wire across to it and then remove the joint plate. But the thing will stop working anyway because the joint plate's directly under it. That's probably a good reason not to do it that way. Okay. Oh, my mouse is moving without me touching it. That's curious, isn't it? Game is currently saving because it's midnight. Or should I say it's dawn? Yeah, it seems to do that on the dawn mode. Right, let's do that. A little bit of power up to it. No, let's come out to there because we're probably going to go up that way anyway. And then we'll need some power wire. Come on, tick tick. We're just using the iron that we've already made. Already obtained from our... There we go. Perfect. That gives us some stuff to do. Priority that. Now what's this bit of digging? Oh, that's all done now. Oh, good. Oh, good. Good. We need that for our thing in here. We're chucking all the iron down here. Oh, there's steel and iron. What temperature is it at? Still too hot. Have we got too little steam or too much in here? Because that is not running these, is it? What temperature is it at? 168. Yeah, that should be running these. That should be hot enough to run them. What steam pressure have we got in here? 113, and this one's running sweetly, isn't it? In here we've got 113, and it's not running at all. Well, that's interesting. Why is that not running? Not giving any steam temperature too low. Yeah. Maybe it'll start running soon. Next time it erupts or something. What is that on the conveyor? It is iron. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit of salt there. I knew there would be. Ugh. That's so annoying. The sweeper can't reach it. So that's it. That's staying there forever. Okay then. Right. Yeah, build whatever you want to build basically up here. We're going to have one more actually there first. Do that one first. You might be able to reach from the pitcher pump. Yeah, we'll move the door to there. The door will still have to be powered, but we're going to have a pump in here. We're going to do a permanent one like we did on Lavini in this place in the seaweed farm. We put a pump in here, and then every time the Duke comes in, there's a little bit of liquid there, so it stops any air coming in. So the only air getting into that room is from in here. and it just pumps it back in again. Which I thought was quite funny. The air can't get out because there is a blob of naphtha right there. Well, in this case, crude oil, actually. We never got round to changing it to naphtha. The whole load of dirt in here. We will have to drop some more in. We remember. So let's go back to our project and see if we can make that happen. I don't want to build it out of a little tiny plastic. A little plastic pump, because this will get incredibly hot, and if the plastic pump is in the little room here and there's enough oxygen in there before it pumps it out, it will melt. Only needs to get to something like 75 degrees and it's a goner. So let's stop being quite so drunk. I do want to mop that up, but look, she really hates mopping to the point where I basically have to put it on mop or else. Because she will do anything but mop. She hates mopping, don't you, Ellie? Oh, I don't say as I blame her, but you know. Yeah, build that battery up. Battery up. Because it's not too hot around here anymore. We got rid of that metal door that made it really hot. I want to check on this, because this is weird. Oh, it has come out now. Okay, so everything was cooling down. We didn't get any power out of it. That's strange, isn't it? I basically built this one as a mirror image of this one. There's a chunk there of... hopefully that chunk of iron won't keep getting bigger and bigger, because you want it to really kick it out before the next time it erupts. I don't think it's going to somehow. Otherwise what happens, this mass of this iron gets... it absorbs all the new patch of iron and the new lot and then the next lot and then the next lot, and there's still some iron left each time. And what will happen is the overall temperature of the iron will slowly drop until it gets to the point where, you know, there's just so much mass there that the water won't flash to steam instantly. It takes a very long time for that to happen. Eventually it will. Right, are you going to build this thing or what? Duplicate operation? Well, I don't want to do any operations. You can just go and get this steel and plastic and iron and whatever. We'll suppress that one. Suppress your emotions and feelings. Right, so now power-wise, this one is connected to the same one as that, so this one can now go. You can go, and this plate can go. This plate can go, and we can deconstruct this bit, and that's perfect. We'll leave the bit of wire sticking up there because that will be necessary. That will be where this will connect when it's down in its proper spot. But we will have to slightly modify this because this is in the wrong place for this. It's alright doing it down on that bottom layer if you're only having batteries. If we're having these things, the output part is down there. I don't like doing it like that. I prefer doing it one higher. I think I'll do it how I prefer. Let's do it like this. That will go along like that. And that way, it's nice to have enough iron made now to just sort of do things now without having to wait for the iron to come out of the volcanoes. What's this? Steel. Yeah, that'll be steel. No, this will all be a slightly higher priority. There we go, do that. And that is still on a 9, but she just doesn't want to do it. So, you know. We'll do it in a minute. In a minute. Come on, Ellie. Come on, Ellie. It'd be nice to put this iron somewhere a bit more useful. Eventually, we're going to have like the cooling loop running through all the steam turbines and through here. But at some point on its route, we'll probably drop it into some pool of liquid, maybe in this petroleum. We can add the rest of it to that. We're going to use a bit of petroleum there. Going to mop this bit up once we know that this is running properly. And yeah, with a bit of petroleum in here, we might be able to mop up at some point. This is slowly just melting. At least it's keeping the steam turbines cool for now. We get round to it. There is drippings coming down here, so that was not brilliant. I can't get rid of the office plant. I don't have the skill yet. Alright, we will have to give her that skill at some point. Ah, she's going to go to lunch. Alright, you can go to lunch when you're ready. I don't blame you. I know it uses a little bit more wire up, but I prefer putting the wire on the top and putting ones down to each battery. I just think it looks much neater. No, maybe not. Let's pop back to see if we've got rid of any of this. Right, they cannot get through, so submit bioscan on this door, and then we can deconstruct that and deconstruct that. Once this is built, we can put our insulated tile right there, and that should start letting all this hydrogen escape. Crikey. And I've built this section now, so what I'm going to do is lock this door. Well, I'm not going to lock it, I'm just going to prevent anyone entering and exiting. And then build this. They can't go through, so they'll have to build it from this side. Means we know we won't get anyone trapped. Once we've done that, we can dig through some of this and let all this water out. That'll help the airflow situation immensely. We dig this patch as well. This is all airflow tile. And we could probably make some more of this airflow if we need to. I'm going to wait for this to be done before we build that one. Because, yes, if I don't, they'll probably half build that one, go to lunch or something. Someone will dig this out and all this water pour into the base, which I don't really want to happen. Okay, so we are using way too much of our polluted water here, way more than I want to use. So I have thought of a better plan. Probably. I think we should just have a Dreco farm here. We have a Dreco farm, they're called ranch rather than farm. If we have a Dreco ranch here, we can shear the Drecos, and that will make us our relevant reed fibers that we need. We've made some. We're up to 106 now. We were on 95. I think that this water is going down way faster than I would like. And that's dormant now for ages. I'm just going to uproot this baby. It's going to be uprooted for now. Before he gets uprooted, let's just click on it. Body temperature 22 to 37. Ah. Interesting. Is anyone ever going to do this bioscan? Can you get to that? Oh no. Oh, someone's coming. I think we ought to raise this ladder to here, shouldn't we? There are materials lying around here. What's there? Sedimentary. Wolframite. I don't want granite. What's that made of? Igneous it would be, wouldn't it? Granite, wolframite, granite. Okay, granite. We're going to make it out of granite. Seems to be the logical choice here. Just gives them a bit quicker access next time. Open that door, please. Thank you very much at last. That now needs building. George has got the job. We've been sending over berry sludge. 383 calories already. Crikey. Yeah, berry sludge is good stuff. We might have to check on how much we're sending and reduce it a little. I want to change that to granite. A granite one there, please. I'll put up the priority of this one being done. Please build that. There's a suit there or something. Can we get some more, or are you going to do something else? Ugh, typical. What's that priority? Can you do that? This one? Oh, I bet the other one's got the job. Yeah, Harold's coming. You could have just grabbed it from here and built it, but no. No, you didn't want to do that, did you? Let's make this one out of cobalt, because I believe there's cobalt indoors. So that should be a priority job. Go build that. Now you've got to run all the way back, because he didn't quite build a ladder in time for you to use. You've got to run all the way over there, up, and run all the way back again. Oh, that's not working how it intended, is it? That's got to go there like that. Yeah, because this is going to flood this and then it won't work. Well, that needs a tile there, ASAP. I must have deleted that tile before I realised. Okay, nice. That's good. Once this is built, pop that up to an 8. So this one will be built first. It should, oh, no it won't. George is on the case. Look at that. Come on, George. Yeah, I know you're getting sore eyes and everything, and ugh, it's not nice, is it? Yeah, come on, just build the bloody thing. Where are you going now? Ugh, he's off. He's all right once he's got his suit on. And what we might do here is if we replace these two with airflow tiles, then the hydrogen that's trapped inside these airflow can escape. There we go. That should get a bit of air flowing out, a bit of hydrogen leaving the space. Yeah, look at it. It's leaving now. Ah, that's a relief. Okay, that's now bricked in, or whatever you want to call it. We'll do that. Ah, no, hang on. Cancel that one there. We're going to replace that first. That. Then we can do that one. Once this is dug out, the water should flow into here. We'll also deconstruct those. Excellent. That can all be done on a nice number 8. Picked up gold amalgam. Coming back to do that, is he? No, that's cobalt ore. Okay, fair enough. What are you going in there for? Be something useful lying around. Okay, cobalt. Nice, nice, nice. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just keep my eye on these guys, because they're up to something, you know. Probably that thing. Oh, look, all the power we have now. Excellent. Right, now I want to join these by going like this. Down on each one. There we go. Awesome source. Excellent, excellent. And then go deconstruct. Deconstruct those 3. Deconstruct all that. Excellent. Rid of all of that. Oh, not that one, please. Yeah, you can do that one, and that one. We got to cancel that one there. Go. There's some stuff for you to do. I know you enjoy a bit of destruction. Ah, she's finally doing a bit of mopping. Much mopping on the wold. And then what did I do? I went and gave her a load of other jobs to do. She'll go and do those, definitely. Excellent. Well, that's much better. Much neater. And then we can replace this. Back here. Flip it round. That's pointing outwards. Excellent. Exactly how I want it to be. And one here as well. Boom. They'll both be facing outwards. Did I miss a bit there? No, she hasn't done it yet. Oh, that's going to look so much better. Then we will use iron now. We come down by 1, and then we can bridge out. Or in this case, wouldn't we be better off just going up by 1? No. No, because this bit won't be necessary here, will it? That one won't be necessary. So, well, for now we do that. Yeah, we'll connect it up. Yeah, for now we'll get it in situ where we want it. And I've done these off kilter with these so that we can actually put another battery here and here and fill the space completely with batteries. I'm not sure if we're going to brick it in. I don't think we're going to bother. I was going to brick it all in, but we've put the ladders there now and I don't want to move them. So that seems like a waste of time. Awesome. Isn't it nice when things start getting tidied up and sorted out and arranged? So we've got this one running of sorts. Yeah. Does it not seem to be running at full speed? No, it's chucking out material. That's why. They are running. Okay, fair enough. And the steam pressure seems the same as this one. 108, 109 when it's running. Yeah, 140, maybe a little bit higher. Then they're not running as hard, are they? I'm not sure. All the power is going to go into these batteries, though, and these transformers. So anything we want to run here will be run from this section. You coming to do some moppings? Oh, yeah? Yeah, she is. She doesn't enjoy it, but, you know, who enjoys a good mop? See, as soon as I do a destruction order, she's on it like a rocket. Ah, yes. Like a rocket being the apt word. So we've double thicked this because we're going to raise the turbines up, so there's a 4 space. Well, that piece has been ejected. And that one has. They're all getting kicked out now. There we go. Good. This one seems to be behaving slightly differently to the other one, for sure, even though it's kind of a mirror image of it. The only difference being, I put the rail right across this point. I'm wondering if that's altering it somehow. The rail is actually running in here, and it's not melting the track. That's just, you know, touch wood. Not melting the track. Touch wood is what we say. I heard you say knock on wood, is it? Yeah. Ooh, what's in the mini pod? Oxyfern will do, just get something. Just to get it going. And now I want to, this is set to basically sweep everything, all the crap. We're going to put a sweep order just on this section here. That didn't work, did it? Let's just sweep all this bit here. Anything that can't be swept will be red. So bottle emptiers not identified. So what is that? Salt water. Oh well, we'll put a bottle emptier somewhere. Just chuck it off the edge. Can't put it there, can I? Down. Yeah, we can get rid of that one. Or just place a tile there so that we can put things on it and just clean up the mess, chuck all the bottles off, empty them out. It'll pour down here, but that doesn't matter, it'll drip off the edge. Now we can put that back now. Bit of automation wire I want to get rid of. And once this is swept, we're going to dig that tile away. Drop a bit of petrol there. But we're going to dig that tile away, but we need to dig some of this space out as well. Reason being, I want the petrol to fall away from the volcano and not towards it. So that when we open the door, which we're going to put in, the petrol won't pour in to the room with the volcano. We can maintain ourselves a vacuum. Well, a steam room. While the game is saving, I will be right back. Thank you for your patience. Right, what we need to do is some digging around here. This is sand, so it's going to drop down, which is annoying. Okay, dig that out, would you? I might have to put a couple of tiles back, just so that she can reach that dispenser. And we've done that, so we can put this bottle emptier right there, pointing the other way, please. We can chuck some water off the edge, no matter what it is. Throw it off the edge. Aha! Excellent. This section's getting onto place. I'll stop worrying about radiation. It's because they've been running out here a lot. And doing some work around here. And to dig that out. Dig up that bit there as well. I think what we're going to do, just sit this thing on mesh tiles. Let's deconstruct that. And then deconstruct those tiles underneath it. And we'll replace those with mesh when we get round to it. Okay, good. Let's also find our airline, which is coming up to the suits. And we want a bit of air pressure around here to increase the pressure. Push this hydrogen out. So I want to drop... I don't want to put it directly on the pipe. I just want to drop it down like that. Put a normal vent on it. There we go. That should increase the pressure and hopefully push this. Can't go through there anymore. That's a bad idea now. So we'll just block that one up. Remove that one. Yeah. Can't dig this section yet, but anything that does manage to come over this way should float out. So that should be good. All of this will eventually get done. Ah, there we go. Nice to see things happening. Right. That's been done. This is all ready. This has got to be set to liquid. What is it? Salt water. Salt water. And the S for salt. You muppet. Okay, there we go. And there's also... Oh, bottom. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Right, I want to change that one for a tile. The dupe can stand there, they can stand there. These two actually will be changed. Oh, that flashed blue then. Did you see that? Yeah. This tile's got to be done, please. Can you come and do this tile? Right, power-wise, that's all in situ, so we can get rid of this large transformer now. We can deconstruct this power line along here. Yes, we can. And what we're going to do is also deconstruct this bit and this bit. For now, because it's connected at the other end, so it doesn't really matter. As long as this is connected into the batteries. I might rebuild that bit, but we'll see. Let's deconstruct. That's there now. Then just run that straight up into that. Aha! That looks better. And she's almost building it as fast as I can deconstruct things. Nearly. Not quite. There we go. Build that. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. No, not too far, please. Deconstruct all of that. Oh, this is lovely. I love it. Right, now this one's got to be set to... Oh, no, not yet. I want to deconstruct these two first. Deconstruct those two, because we need some power wire over here. Let's see if we can run a bit of wire along the top. Yeah, we'll need it along the top anyway, so we might as well do that. There's one more wire there to get shot of. And every time she gets a chance, when this bottle empty has finished it, she chucks another bottle in, so it'll slowly go through. Right, so what we need this wire for is the door we're going to put in. We're going to pop a door right here. And we're going to have a liquid blob just here. Petroleum. The rest of it, the excess, should pour off in this direction. Make sure it does. We got ourselves a dispenser. I put it deliberately far away from where the door's going to be, so she has to go through the door to dump the rubbish that's in here, rather than you know, just standing in the door holding it open, which is bad. Don't like that. She's building that power wire up, and then she'll probably sod off to bed before she gets that done. Can you get rid of that tile a bit quicker? That'd be nice if you could get rid of that tile first. What bloody priority did I put that on? I must be on high. It is. Okay, well, never mind. Alright, she can go off to bed. These two are running quite nicely. This one's running very oddly, I must admit. Everything seems very sparse. Maybe it's not as... It doesn't do as much. Average output 293.5 grams a second, and that one is 314. Not that much different. Did I do something different here? I suppose I must have done, because it's running kind of oddly. This one's definitely producing more power. I would say anyway. What's that? Let's check. Current wattage 330, 267, 312 and 30. Actually, this one's... Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. Love it when it proves you're wrong. You're like, what? Here comes some more materials. Sulfur being sent over, so that means the sulfur volcano is back in action. Yep, he's definitely busy. He's never going to get hot enough to run the steam turbine. I should never have bothered putting one in, but never mind. I would run the material through here, but we're trying to keep this below 30 degrees. So we're dripping in some of the cold water from here. That's now erupting again. Yeah, so I do want to stop this. So let's check the automation. I put in an extra one there, so a bit higher up. Now if I copy settings from you to you, bring that down there and then snip this one off. What have you got above? 600. Okay, so that's fine. This one can be deconstructed and got rid of. Okay. The only reason I did that is I want a bit extra water in there because the dripping mechanism is always running. It's not constricted by this automation. Game saving, so I can't show you what I mean. But as soon as it kicks back in, come on computer, you can do it. There's a lot of stuff to save, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, this one is controlled solely by this. And it totally bypasses any of this automation up here. So if there's any... there's water coming in. If there's water being pumped out all the time, this one will stop when this gets too low. So that should turn the power off to it. That pump. Should. Hello? And the green signal when it's above. Yeah, when it's above. Shouldn't that be a red signal now? When it's still sending a green? That's very odd. Are you a little confused, machine? Hello? Above? Above 500 kilos. And a green signal. 1592, so it should be okay. for a bit longer, but I don't like that amount of liquid. Rather it was a bit more than that. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll let it do it. Let's go back to thingy and worry about that later. Right, so here I want a door. Let's whack a door in here. Whack a door there. Steel door. Okay, fair enough. You can be steel if you want to be. Then, oh, this is about to erupt, isn't it? That's nice timing, isn't it? And build the door, please. Oh, chuck some salt water down the... Yep, that's fine by me. You do that. We've filled all these batteries. Look at this. Crikey. Also going to take a bit more iron. We can't. That's why I needed the wolframite, because you can't make mesh tiles out of iron. Strangely enough, but you can't. Okay, build that. And we'll set this to petroleum. Hopefully she'll grab that as her first job. And the moment she grabs this bottle, which is the whole lot we sent over, as soon as we see a drip right here, we're going to... Oh, that's it. That's all you want. Plop. There you go. Anything else, any excess will drop down the edge there. And we can mop that up. Mop that up, please. And I would like to also sweep that up, please. Whatever's there would get swept away. What's temperature like around here? Should be still okay. We are generating quite a lot of power at this point. So that's nice. But does mean yeah, I'll leave it like that. I don't want to put too much more because this is generating heat, and the coolness being made by this ice and whatever's really cold around here. I don't think this makes it much colder. It's abyssalite. Doesn't really transfer temperature very well. Around here is minus 20, minus 23, minus 32 there. Some of this is starting to warm up. It's now 6 degrees and stuff. So yeah, we need to get a move on and get a cooling loop installed. And for our cooling loop, we're going to find out where the heck... Oh no, all our water's frozen. Poured down here and turned into ice. Oh well, got a little bit, but not much. Crikey, oh dear. That was probably a bad idea then. We may have to bring some ice or something into a little room and let it melt. And then pump it out. We'll suppress that. It should be generating more power than we're using, so... Oh, let's check how much is in this thing now. 8% progress. Progress is progress. This is... Yeah, look at that overheating. Wow. Yeah, let's... melting point, 668. Really? Well, it appears it doesn't have an actual overheat. It has a melting point. It will just melt and disappear from existence at that point. Where are you off? Come and do this mopping. You know you want to, right? No? You don't want to? Alright, fair enough. Ah, she's off into the rocket. Right. So at this point we're going to alter this wire here. Make it heavy wire. I'll run this at a 6. Let's lower the priority. Run it to there and then drop it straight down here. Excellent. And we can maybe add in a few ladder sections there and a dig order right there. And a dig order... Nope, not there, please. Cancel that one. Dig order right there, that would be nice. Those jobs can just be done on a 6. He does things when I'm not giving her jobs to do. I do want that mopped up first, please. Do your moppings. I know you want to do that, but no, I want mopping done. No, mopping is less fun. She's probably going to get there and then go to lunch just as she arrives. That's the problem with having too many ladders. Right. Thank you. And I want to deconstruct that. And how are we going to do it? This one. That. Really? You'd like to come back here and deconstruct things for me? I thought you might. A little blob of petroleum right there, so it should be good. We pull that shit out of here, please. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Issues. Problems. I think we might need... Yeah, this is too hot. What I think happened is that displaced it and pushed it out the way. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Let's cancel priority. Let's priority that down. As soon as she steps out the way, the door will shut. So it should leave a liquid lock right there. As long as there's some form of liquid right here. But we are going to lose a lot of steam pressure. It's fair enough. Never mind. Just going to make a right royal mess. Right, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel sweeping all of this out. We're going to let the robots do it. What we need to do, we need to deconstruct buildings. We need to deconstruct all of that. We need to deconstruct all of that. What are you doing? Picking up iron. Fair enough. You do that. It's going to make an almighty mess, because every time she opens the door, a cloud of steam comes out. Let's try dropping some more petroleums down here. I don't know if it'll work. It might do. This door will get quite hot. That's the problem, see. Maybe the door is a bad idea. Maybe we should just cancel the door. Open that door, will you? Come and open this door, would you, Ali? Come back. Come and open the door. Before you go to bed. It might be a bad idea. Go on then. Now pee off. There's a little bit, and it is warming up. We should be good. All pouring down here. That's fine. This cloud will eventually condense and drip somewhere. At which point it will no longer be a problem. I think what happened there is the steam came out, turned to water, and it literally pushed the petroleum down here. So, yeah, we got a bit of a cloud problem, but by the time it's hot, but by the time it spreads to anything, it should have gone so thin. It's 8 kilos of it, though. Might cause problems. If it gets into the batteries, it could mess them up. I'm hoping by the time it gets over here and it'll cool down, all this stuff's pretty chill. Ladders are cool. Well, this ladder's not cool. This ladder's pretty hot now. As soon as it touches it, it will condense to rain. Excellent. That was a risk, opening that door permanently, because if that had carried on letting all the steam out, we'd be in trouble. Yeah, we lost a lot of steam here, didn't we? We did. I think the temperature was being passed into the door, and also that didn't help because it was keeping that really hot. Yeah, things are condensing over here now. We're getting rain forming. That's nice to see. Good job. I don't want it overheating anything. Yeah, because that's water and that's polluted. It's gone bizarre looking, but it's still running. So, because it's running, so I'm not going to complain. That's why I didn't put a little ledge on the end there to contain the water, because I thought it might get too deep. Look at this cloud coming out. Christ. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good at all. Is this water pressure actually going down in here? Better not be. It shouldn't be able to get out. We'll find out in a minute. One thing though, it should just be steam in that room. There's no reason that there should be any other gases in there, which is nice. But I don't like the idea of this huge cloud of 7 kilos, nearly 8 kilos in places. Yeah, over 8 kilos in some spots. Let's just check here. No, there's definitely a liquid blob right there. So none of this can get out. I think most of it already did get out. Oh my word. Would you like to sort this out before it gets in our petroleums? Or we could open this door and just let it sort of float out into space. But you expect it to zoom out like 100 miles an hour, but it really doesn't. So, we need to get in here and get this built, please. So, we'll replace the liquid pipage. Yeah, we'll put it there, the vent. We'll go right there. Is this going to cause a problem, do you think? Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully. Oh no, look, it's just gone again. This is terrible. Well, that's a bad... Yeah. No dear. Look at that. Auto. Put it back on auto. Boom. I like that. Okay, let's get some work done in here. Oh, I missed clicking that in time. You can click it in time. You can just hit B on the keyboard and it will copy whatever you've got selected and put it in your menu ready to build. Which is sometimes useful, but quite often I don't have my hand on the keyboard. So it's not always as useful as you think. Yeah, we lost a lot of our... Oh dear. Now we've got some weird gases in here. Crap. Oh, nuts. Oh well. Oh well. That's what happens when you play with fire. You play with... if I'd sent enough petrol over, we could have made a proper full-size liquid lock. But never mind. It's raining now. Look, it's condensing. Made a massive mess. That's why I make these battery banks with mesh tile floors if I can. Right, now let's put in 2 steam turbines. One's got to go there. One's got to go there, but flipped. That's that done. Now this time I think we will have 2 sweepers in here. But first we need to do... We'll do the first sweeper in range to get to the edge. We'll do that how we normally do. Could we? We'll move it 1 closer. Dan, if we're going to definitely have 2 in here, we'll move it 1 closer. Then we need our conveyor loader, which is upside down. That can go right there. We need our conveyor bridge right there. And our conveyor shut off. Make sure everything has steel. I'm pretty sure you could probably get away with it making it out of iron. It is an iron volcano after all. But, yeah. If we can make it out of what we want. What did we make it out of before? Wolframite. Yeah, but I want to use the wolframite to build the more mesh tiles, so I'm not going to bother. But we also need to place an aqua tuner in here. So let's go... No, an aqua tuner is under utilities, isn't it? Thermo aqua tuner. So the input is on the left, that's the white bit. But that might be better to flip it. No. I want the input there. But we do want to test the temperature of it before it goes into the aqua tuner. We either need to do it like that and have the temperature sensor here, which goes plumbing. Is it under plumbing? Yes, it is. Liquid pipe thermo sensor made of steel. Right there. Then have automation wire linking it together. We'll have to go down and across because we need some there as well. Because that will be the shipping thermo sensor thing. Conveyor rail sensor. Got to go there. We don't want the automation wire to cross it. Okay, so we got some things to get in place before we get carried away. And this one I built the rail out of steel, but in this one, did I build the rail out of wolframite? Yeah, I did build the wolframite in there. If we've got enough steel, we'll use the steel. Because I'd rather use the wolframite to make the battery bays. And now we've got the setup on Lavini. It's not a brilliant setup, I must admit. But, my pen and scan. We got this. But we can send another batch of steel if we want to. We can send 200 kilos at a time, though. That's the maximum, I think, isn't it? Yeah. So, how are we doing here? Are we getting rid of this steam now? This hydrogen? The pressure here is definitely building up. As long as the pressure there is higher than the hydrogen, and the hydrogen wants to float anyway, so... Yeah, now we've put those two in. That's what they were doing. Yeah, they were doing those two. Okay, fair enough. This hydrogen should push through there. Once it's finished, we'll put a block there to stop it from going any further. Now this is falling downhill, so I want a mesh tile underneath it. I think you've got to go all the way along. But before I do that, I'm going to mop, because you won't be able to mop it. Can't mop it once you've built the mesh tile in the way. Fortunately, this water is now blocking the flow a bit. This hydrogen. Let's deconstruct that tile there. Make this a bit more hydrogen friendly, let's call it. Yeah. Put a few more of these in. Bottom about. There we go. Nothing like overkill, eh? And that can't be reached. Of course it can't. Map it. Right, let's get back to it. Back to the plan. Things are getting built in here. This is good. But the water level is distinctly low. So we'll do what we did last time. We'll put a chest in here, a storage bin. Right, so if we put the storage bin there, if there is ice in here, we won't sweep it out. Let's go to the sweeper. Actually, it won't matter because I'm going to get the robot to sweep out all the crap. I'm going to get the auto sweepers to do it. Oh, don't go to lunch. We're going to lunch. Yeah, we should be able to put a second one in right there. That's nice. Power-wise, I want to make all the power wires in here out of steel. Like so, and like so. This one is going to go downwards. This one's going to be slightly different. And we'll put granite across the bottom there. Okay. We'll come in from the bottom to do that one. That sounded worse than I meant it to. And we'll place another one of these, but we'll just place it in line with that. Why not? In line there. That sounds nice. Just there. We'll give it its own little wolframite base. We'll remember to run the cooling loop through that one as well. Because this one's going to just solely power the aquatuner. So hopefully it'll make enough power to run itself, you know, between all three. Well, actually there's another 2 to make. But we need a ton more steel to do that. Hello, BLS Envoy. You know the left is thermally connected. Right? There. The left is right, left. What, this one with this door? You mean? Because that door's not staying. Oh, nuts. There's chlorine there. I don't want to come in here and tell there's a liquid on there. Let's close that. Yeah, she can mop up this and put that back into the Ripathon 5000. I think that's just that the amount that's dripped out is so teeny tiny. It gets displaced by the steam. Well, it should be preheated nicely now. So it shouldn't be bothered by the heat. More bothered by the steam pressure. Yeah, this door won't matter. It's not staying. It's just, it was originally just for the little blob of petrol there. But unfortunately, I think it passed heat to the petrol originally. So yeah. Well, it's not staying. It's not going to stay there. It's only for us to get in and out and hopefully not let too much gas in the room. We ended up with one blob of chlorine gas in here. That flipper snuck in. Right, so let's priority this down to, say, a 4. That's not really necessary just yet. And she's probably up here doing this. Ah, she is. Okay. Let's check that onto the same priority level. Boom, down to there. Right. That's on very low priority. And Joya Seeds. Well, why not? Why is that run out of power now? That shouldn't be power free. That should still be powered. Well, these we can snip that for now. That's interesting. How is that running from there? Maybe. Right, she'd rather do this. That's fair enough. There's I blame you. This is a level 9 mop order, but you'd rather do that because you hate mopping. But I don't mind. I get you. Right, come and build this. Build the wires you can reach there. And let's mop on a 9 just there as well. You really hate mopping. Don't you come back. Don't you bother. And then let's set that to liquid berylliums. And hopefully she'll pick that up. Yeah, hopefully she'll pick that up because she's right next to it. Excellent. Good job. Oh, you're going to pick everything up? There you go. Hopefully that will work. Probably not. No, I think we may have... Now that should be warming up. There we go. What's this? 1397. Yeah, that's fine. Now she can re-enter the abyss. Not doing stuff in here. What's wrong with these power wires? Don't they need... that's iron there. Okay. I guess they don't need redoing then. Oh, she's going to do it anyway. Crap. Okay, I wasn't quick enough. This lot needs doing, please. Can you come back? We're allowed in here now. I want to see if my liquid blob will hold, because there's a lot less pressure now. Don't stand in the door. Oh, you're not. I want to cancel that bit there. Go on that built, because then she'll dig into here and let even more steam out. Yeah. How long have we got? 0.7. Never mind. Just do what you want to do. Yeah, we'll put ice in there. I don't know where all the materials are, so she's probably going to find steel that's lying around. Oh, igneous rock. Okay, fair enough. Oh, probably to build this, right? Yeah. For some reason, these are igneous. Why didn't they stay as granny? Ah, interesting. I think she brought enough with her to build the lot, so that's fine. Can do that. We'll dig underneath and connect this to the aquatuna from underneath. Should have the power line in place, and we will add the water pipes. Plumbing, insulated, and we don't have any obsidian, so we're just going to make it out of whatever we've got to hand. Glow heating, igneous. Yeah, we've got some of that, so that will come in from that direction. And then it'll come down, and that one will come down and out. And we'll have a bridge also made of igneous. There. So any liquid will get its temperature measured. If it's too warm, the aquatuna will cool it and it will come out here and flow on. If it doesn't need the aquatuna to cool it because it's already cool enough, it will come down here, jump over and carry on. Because you need a bypass on aquatunas for some reason. Some buildings you don't need a bypass, but aquatunas, you need a bypass on aquatunas for some reason. Right. Yeah, I think we're going to have to put a little bit more. Yeah. If we've got enough steel to build the rails out of steel, then we will. That's how I'll do it. I think it'll be the easiest. But I think we're going to need so much steel that if I tried sending it from Lavini, it would be kind of unfeasible. Let's see. We placed... this is connected. It was feeding slime into the slime farm. We've disconnected it now. So if I reconnect that to there, this is still all aiming at Frigilia. Frigilia. So if I go to you and I say, let's put that on a 9. And I go to this one and say, let's put that one on, say, how much steel do we even have? 42 tons. So we can afford to send 10 tons of it over if we wanted to. It'd take a while. Don't be wrong. Yeah, there we go. So we'll put 10 tons of steel into there. And that's on a level 8. That'll be on. And what we'll do is check the power. What is the power like on this one? Oh, there's a lot. This wire, isn't there? It's running all of this stuff. But I think what's happening is a lot of this stuff only runs when it needs to. So I think we can safely add the auto sweeper to this. Gold one. Yeah, let's make it out of steel. Pop that right there. It won't do anything because that's got the symbol to say foot was not designated. How long are we streaming for today? No idea. Until tiredness hits me like a truck. That's usually how it goes. Or I get called away and have to do stuff. Right, let's put some mesh tiles in here. I use mesh just because, like, it's nice to have mesh tiles on it so that if any water does come down, it doesn't get flooded. It will just go into the mesh tiles and pour out. So we can now do that as well. I shouldn't be able to climb through with suits on without going through here. That's good. Is that still running? No, it's now sending a red signal. Good. Go back to Frigilia. See what's being done. That needs to be a higher priority, please. Okay, so we will have an output right here, won't we? So we need to go shipping, Conveyor rail. Yeah, we're down to 2,000 steel. We'll pop that out like that. Yeah, iron ore, gold amalgam, wolframite. We don't have any. Is there another patch of wolframite we can dig out anywhere? I doubt there's much. No. Yeah, unfortunately all our water that's dripping off just insta-freezing down here. We're not going to have any water for our cooling loop. Well, we've got a way of doing that. What we could do is just add some ice to these and siphon off the water as it comes out of the turbines into a tank or something, or directly into the flow pipe. May or may not get raided by someone today. Okay. May or may not. We got raided by bees numbering 6,000 yesterday. And a few days before that we got raided by Willow Rainy. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Maybe. Possibly. Ah. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, if we're going to want to build the other steam turbine on this one, then we're going to definitely need more steel. The aquatune is going in this one because I want the loop to come around here up and then into that, and then round everything else and then back up through here again. Willow Rain. Yeah, I looked at the name and I think I originally said Willow Rain, and then I tried to correct myself, but no one told me whether I was right or wrong. So I was like, whoops, okay, sorry. So we got rid of this. We did get rid of that, didn't we? Nuts. So I want to bring that up and across and into these two. So get out the door, you... Standing in open doorways, ruining everything. Aren't you, Ellie? You just enjoy it. You just enjoy it, don't you? Right, so this pipe is going to continue. No, that's not a pipe. That's going to come down and around because it can't go through the neutronium under there, so it's got to come down and around. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. That's not necessary to do right now. So there is steam in here, but not to quantities that would enable that to run. Did that just overpressure or something? That's weird, because that's not very high pressure in here if it did. Or did it just erupt? And I couldn't tell because there's a data bank in the way. Get rid of those data banks, would you? Yeah, there's lots of very hot iron there. Okay, fine, it was erupting. Nice, okay. She's up there doing work. That's nice to see. And that will power down to here. Will also power into there. Is that a big wire? Yeah, it is. It's a big wire. So we'll have to run a different wire to this door. I think that's just silly doing that. Get your materials back. There you go, do that. Right, and then priority that up. You can do whatever you bloody want, really. Yeah, I'll come back in a minute and we'll put the rails in, but I'm afraid it might melt again like this one did. I would also like to get the piping installed where it's got to go. So that means that liquid's got to come out here. That's fine. That can just drop straight down from there, I think. I'd rather not take it too close to the iron volcano itself. All right, fair enough. There's some materials dropping down. That's good. Pull that back. Unfortunately, I'll make this door opening very slow. Yeah. But we left this wire in situ, didn't we, earlier? I want to get that steel back at some point, but we can take advantage of it for now and run it into this door. Let's change that to iron. Come along there. And we'll jump over. I'll do it on the top because it's easier for her to reach and we don't have to stick any more ladders in, because I don't think... Yeah, she might be able to reach straight across. But we'll tidy that up once we've finished the battery box area. How are we doing over here? This thing's about to melt, is it? Are you going to melt yet? It's 391 degrees. It might melt soon. Who knows? Right. Will this thing even make enough power to run the aquatuner? I got no clue. And if it does, how long for? That's the other question. So, let's pop back to Lavini. See if they've filled this. Not that one. That's ice and polluted ice. I mean this one. No. Nobody's done anything. Is there a problem? Can they not get out the base or something? Need to fix this. Someone's just put an Atmo suit back. Have we got a problem? What's going on? There's steel there. There's in this one steel. 20 tons of steel in there. 20 tons of steel in there, and you're telling me you can't load this box with steel? Did I set it right? It's set to slime. Don't want that. Let's go to... No, I didn't set it right. Manufactured materials steel. Errands. Haha, now we're getting some errands. Look at all the errands coming up. Right, we'll be back in a second once they've loaded that, because I don't want to set this going straight away, because then they'll keep adding more steel until we've sent all 40 tons of it over. What I want to do is load that. Once that's loaded, we will stop. I just want to double check over here. This is still filling up. I don't understand. If we're running all these, how is that still filling up? That should be keeping up with that. That should be constantly flowing. I think what it is look, we're getting generator idle flashing up every few seconds. I don't think it's flowing enough. No, I don't think it is. Should be, because they all use 2,000 each. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That should be a full pipe. That's weird. Nothing else is using it now. It's snipped off from this system. This system is run by the other pump. The only thing I can think of is slowing this down. Might drop it down to 8,000. Might even drop it down to 7 in a minute. But yeah, we'll see. Let's go back up to here. Wrong one. This one. Are you full yet? Errands. Bubbles is coming with some more steel. Yeah, let's let them fill it up first. Don't want to interfere while they're filling it. Now that is done. We can drop that steel on the floor. Before anyone decides to sweep it up for us, be ever so useful, we want to set this to... What was it? Miscellaneous, wasn't it? No. Manufactured. There it is. Steel. Hopefully, no one will come and pick that back up. Let's come down here and just double check. That box has got 19 tons in it of steel, but let's just make that sweep only so they don't use that one. And that one the same. That's got steel. Let's make that sweep only so they don't do that. Hopefully they won't come and steal our steel. And we'll let that send that across. This will now start feeding into the line. The line is now cut off from that slime farm and is now going to fed into here. We're doing maximum packets at 200. And this will automatically kick back in. It will take a while to fill it back up to send another shot, but yeah. So there shouldn't be anything in this thing now. No, its content's empty. Here comes our steel. Keep an eye, make sure I haven't left something that they'll take that steel because it's not in a box. If it's not in a box and it's just lying around and there's a container that wants it because there's no jobs to do, they will do it because they're just desperate for something to do. Oh, I was going to also turn down the amount of berry sludge we're sending. I don't need to be sending that much. Here it goes. It's now about to reach this thing. And here we go. So we'll go over to Frigilla. And we need to put a beacon thing in. So what I might do is I might dig off this layer here. And prioritize this up. This will just take a minute, hopefully. Every job in this game just takes a minute. It just takes a minute. And before you know it, right, there's a bit of granite up here. That's what I'm looking for. We'll just add a couple of granite blocks just to flatten this out. And then we'll place in our, what's it called? Is it under rocketry? Targeting beacon. There you go. It goes 3 to the left and 2 to the right. So if I place it right there, and then we can add power to it. How are we going to get the power up there? Well, we'll just have to fudge it for now. I will make it out of steel because I've had hot things land on it and melt them in the past. So we might as well do that. That bit is all our priority area. This bit. That's our priority job now. He's done all of that. Snip that off. That is now still working. It's connected to this power. And so she can come in and out that way. I was going to actually do this slightly differently. We were going to have a second joint plate here. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. We'll remember to do that later. Then when we put the pump in here, we can pump this bit as well into a vacuum. The whole thing will just be a vacuum, and therefore no air, no temperature can travel from that side to this. So the game is saving. We'll wait up a moment and allow such things to happen. Insufficient oxygen. Oh no. We're using too much oxygen up. Yeah, we've got to come in here and put the rails in and everything. It's not going to work until we've got these added. Well, it will work. Like, steam turbines will run without any visible power source. I think what I'm going to do, on a lower priority, let's say, let's go there. Should we go down one? Yeah, I think it'd look better. Go down there and go up into there, down into there. And once that is built, we can add the heavy wire. We go across the top and down. And into these two. All with iron that we've made while we've been here. So that's nice. That will then take the power from that and add it to the battery bank. This one's adding to the battery bank. So is this one. This is still running, even though that is now emptied out. Although that a little bit of salt is very irritating. Okay, let's make sure I haven't done that on too high priority. No, I want this done first. Come and do this, please. Ellie. No, we're also going to move this door one along. Bit close to that engine, isn't it? But never mind. Such life. Huh. And then we'll bring that into there. do such things as those. Maybe we should change that power wire actually. Cancel that. Make that bit out of steel. Oh, I think our first lot of payload has arrived. Empty storage, please. There's another blob of steel for the... Wow, it went right through our rocket. And there's another one up here. That's because we haven't got this installed yet. Yeah, open that up. That's a bit more steel. I think payloads should be allowed on rails so that you could just pick it up and sweep it up and send it to the payload opener. For some reason, I couldn't find any way of putting them on the rail. So you have to put the opener thing, the payload thing, right next to the beacon. So I don't want to block the view of this thing, so I don't know how we're going to do it. And also, it will overheat after a while. So, but at least they should all land fairly close to each other. Oh, nuts. Can't she build that? What do you mean unreachable? Dig. Not unreachable dig. You're building that first. Oh, because I set it too high. That's bloody why. But welcome back. Welcome back, BLS. How are you today? Are you doing all right? Let's set that. That's a 9, and that's got to be a 9. That probably should have been built out of steel. Let's click it and see. Yeah, 175C. So let's disable auto repair. I want auto repair on. I want to deconstruct that door, please. There you go, that's done now. And then cancel that that wire build. And deconstruct that. There we go, that'll make that room a little bit wider. Can also be got rid of. You gonna build this wire, please? You know? Yeah, thanks. Now it's powered. There we go. That should help. Gotta get that one and empty storage on that. We'll just leave it in situ wherever it happens to land. Place another one there. And a block there. Piece of power, that wire there. Excellent. Little room. We'll put a pump in here and pump out all the gas. Should be another 200 kilos of steel. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. That is nice. She's going a bit green, isn't she? If I do interior, did we put rad pills? We did. So I think the best logic here would be to go to consumables and find our Ellie. Ellie. There you are, Ellie. And see if we can... Oh, that's not moving for me now. Ugh, struggle. The struggle is real. Okay, let's try to get to the tablet. And then let's go here for Ellie and say, yes, you are allowed tablet now. Now you're away again. Because she was sat there on the Vini scoffing all the tablets we were making. So I turned it off. Right, she's probably going to pop in and take one straight away. I wouldn't blame her if she did. Right, how long until you erupt? Okay, we got plenty of time. Do we have enough steel to build it out of steel? The thing is, we have basically effectively a never-ending supply of steel. So, yeah, it might take a little while to get it all sent over here. And if we make it out of steel, should be able to go. Right, that's the exit, so we don't want to connect that to it. But we come in there and down. You can't really see it. We're going to have to go through the aqua tuner, which is not brilliant, I must admit. That will come out of here, into there, around to here, down, back across, and yeah, are we going to go down and back across and through there and back? Yeah, we are. We're going to snip that. That's not supposed to be connected. That will connect there, come back across here, down and back across again. Yeah, it's going through the aqua tuner, which might heat it back up again at certain circumstances, but then it'll be taken around again and we'll get power out of it. So it should pay for itself in a weird sort of way. How you doing, Ellie? You've done a lot of work outside, so yeah. We'll leave those payloads to just sit there until we're ready for them. She going to bed now? Yeah, probably. So we'll double thick that right up to there. Probably come up even higher and raise this ladder up a bit. Just so that there's no danger of any heat transferring. And look, there's our payload on our solar panel again. At least you took that lot. So we'll get rid of this one, because any future ones should come to here unless this thing melts. Which it's at 15 degrees now, so it might do. Who knows? Let's get this one and empty storage. When she wakes up, she should do that. Let's go back to and see whether... Oh, look! Pretty clear now. Awesome. Excellent. Oh, I like that. Right, I don't want too much of our oxygen supply to be pumping out into space. We do have the insufficient oxygen generation icon popping up. We will block some of this back up again. Not all of it, but just some of it. Let's make this out of... well, it's Mafic there, so let's just do it out of Mafic to there. Actually, no, I would rather keep that as very strong material. Is airflow. We can come up and do airflow on top. Yeah, that's fine. Excellent. Good idea. Good idea, Batman. Right. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, it's a game save. Okay. That was quick, wasn't it? And then once the enough steel has been sent over, we can start working. Well, we can start working anyway on the last one. The fourth Iron Volcano of Doom. And then at some point we'll figure out a way of sending that all that iron back home. Okay. There's some more sulfur being sent over automatically. Comes down to the supplied teleporter. Yeah, block this in a bit so that we're not wasting all our oxygen. We'll leave a couple. We'll leave that one. There we are. We'll leave that one and the space with the ladders, obviously. And these will get pricked back in. So we won't pump all our oxygen out. Some of it comes as far as here, but it gets blocked at this point. It can go through there, but that's all full of hydrogen at the moment. When I see that hydrogen is gone, then we'll do something with it. Let's see how the bees are doing. Yeah, the bees seem to have set up a nice little area. There's a bee tiny there. And how much is in here? 212.4 kilos of enriched uranium. This one's got 106. And oh, this one's running too. I forgot about that. Excellent. How much have you got? 140. Okay. There's bleach stone, snow, ice, that and that. So this block, that entire block there can be dug away. There we go. Nice. We have stuff happening. We have bees. Boom. I see it working. Look, it's cleaning itself. Giving itself a tooth clean. Man, how much is in it? Loads by the look of it. Look. Loads of steel inside. Nobody's swept that up. Good. I didn't want them to. So that will take a while. It's a very slow system. It's not the best in the universe. But yeah, eventually. I must have fired some more into space. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's some little capsules there. There's another one from there. That's the food one. That's full of bog jellies. There's one coming back. That's full of 50 kilos of iso resin at 25 degrees. Oh, all automatic. Iso resin returning home. How sweet. And we can actually see how much iso resin we've got. 4,000 iso resin now. There you go, you can see clearly there. That's nice. No, I didn't want to go here. I want to go to Frigilla. Which I keep saying wrong. Do you know what? I might go to Grosselin and get those hatchling eggs. No, because there's stuff on the floor they'll probably eat, right? They'll eat all my iron ore. No, I won't actually. Yeah, we'll cancel it. I was going to say we'll do that because... Oh, I could have got the pufflet eggs. Oh well. Because I was going to say the hatches, when they die, the sweeper will feed them to the tree. Which would be nice. Is this dormant? Oh, no. No, it's 0.9. Next dormancy. It erupts in 0.4. So it will get one last go in before it goes dormant for ages again. Well, it did a good job of catching up with how much liquid was in here. We may have to turn it up a bit if we want it to actually catch up completely. It pooped out some oxalite. That's been fed into the system. And that will go dropped into this little room. With a pump that leads to the atmosuit docks. That's nice. Go back to and just check. Is going on okay? I think everything seems okay. Seems legit. Let's go to... Oh, that's what I wanted to check on Frigilla. Let's go into the Spacefarer module. Just check how many suits we've got left. We've only got one suit. There are 2 worn Atmos suits right here. Let's see. What do we need to make a one of those Atmos suit doobry boxes? Right, we can get rid of this one now, can't we? Yeah, we can get rid of you. Deconstruct. You can go now. You're not necessarily. What's that on? That needs to be higher priority. I want to get one of those. What's that? A bit of conductive wire. You can go. I wanted to get one of those. What was I doing? My brain has stopped working in the middle of a discussion. I'm going to put it just here, but I've forgotten what it was I was going to build. Look at all this water pouring down. Oh my word. All melting. Yeah, we need to get this done and get a cooling loop going before we... Look at it though. Problem. That is an issue. Nuts. Because we're not going to have any water. Fill our cooling loop. No. I mean, we could send petrol over. Loads of it and fill our cooling loop with petrol. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to steal it out of the steam turbines and add some ice. Turbines themselves. Right, where are you going? You're going to bed, are you? Oh, she's probably just filling her suit. Ah, worn atmo suit. Yeah, that reminds me what I was going to build. Excellent. Let's go back to Frigilia. I want one of those loom things. Station, I believe. Exosuit forge. That's the fella. Yeah, we can make it out of iron. Build that, would you? Maybe what conductive wire. We'll build that. We'll put a storage bin right next to it. Yeah, and we can move the reed fibre into there. Uh-oh. That looks like fun. So at this point, we will have 3 iron volcanoes tapped into. Uh-oh, it's about to erupt. We haven't finished building these rails yet. Crikey. Oh, wow, it's Echo. Hello, Echo. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hey, wow, this is my biggest raid I've ever had. Crikey. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Nice to have you. We are currently trying to set up something to power this temporal tear opener with one tiny red bolt generator, which we are powering by all these iron volcanoes. Ah, wow. Thank you for all the follows. That is awesome. Thank you, Echo, for the raid. That is absolutely amazing. I appreciate it. I do. Oops, they're all cooking. Well, this one is. She's building this entire place on her own. She's, let's pop over to Lavini, the home planet, and let you see what, this is a mushroom farm. Totally automatic, but I did give them access so they can come and harvest it, but it will self-harvest. Let's back off and let you see what we've been building. There we go. Crikey! We're starting to overflow on the petrol situation. Yeah, we may have to turn off the petroleum boiler at some point. We've got too much petrol. Have you ever heard anyone say they've got too much petrol? That is ridiculous. Look, it's even going to start cooking our blast shot maker any second now. If it overflows here, we're in trouble. Yeah. So we have got, well, at the moment we've made a very rudimentary red bolt system to send some steel over to the other planet. We've got a little puddle of supercoolant ready. We made a cooker. This is a cooker for poke shells. They get put on this little drop off here and they wander up and down and get grabbed by their head. And then the bottom door opens and drops them in this nice 200-degree crude oil, which slowly cooks them. That sounds bad, doesn't it? That sounds terrible. Where's his temperature? Look at his body temperature. 98. 98. You're going to evolve. Yeah, evolve. Let's say that. It sounds a bit nicer. Right, my game is saving. I've got it set to save every single cycle at the moment because we had a crash, a massive crash, which I had to go back like 10 cycles to fix it. Yeah, so unfortunately I had to set it to save every single cycle, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully new computer coming up to Christmas and we can eliminate that, at least maybe calm it down a bit. There we go. So we've that's just a picture frame that we don't use that volcano, but let's go down to the other volcanoes. Down the bottom, we've got George, the volcano. He's geo-tuned to 3 times. So his output temperature is 2176.9. And this guy over here is Fred. And he's the same, geo-tuned to 3 times. And they their magma just pours down here to this diamond spike, which we built a long time ago now. And we have 191 degrees along the top. Ah, Fred and George, you get the idea? Let's see where I'm going with that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's been working for a very long time, providing us with lots of power. And, yeah, I am intending at some point to make a little tube which will pump out all the oxygen, make it a vacuum. This area is oxygenated, but this area is a vacuum. We'll connect this one. So we've got to think of, are we going to call it Ginny, maybe? I don't know. Or should it be a Weasley? Well, it should be a Weasley, shouldn't it? Or it could be, I don't know. We'll think of a name when we get to that point. Let's get back over to Regula. We have tamed this one. And it's more to do with getting a small amount of power than it is to get the iron at this stage. Because we want to run this Radbolt generator. And it just shoots into this joint plate and fires into here. And it takes its sweet time. We have got 9% progress. Although it says it's got 0 Radbolts in it. So I'm not even sure if it's working. But we'll find out. At some point in time we'll find out. I'm going to put a pump in here and pump the air back out of there into here. Just to keep this a vacuum. On our home planet, we did a little trick like that. Well, this one I call Sid. Because of the crooked eyes, It looks like Sid to me. So, yeah, you're Sid. Although this one I haven't named them. Uses Radbolts in its storage, so it doesn't hold on to them to charge up. So it says it's 9% charged up. So, yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't get to the top and go, nah, yeah. You've got to put 1,000 in one go, otherwise it will lose them all. No. Hey, I just noticed the Nero Vacillator's been refilled. So these are all bedrooms. They changed something with the bedrooms. Let me go to there. You've got barracks. Normal barracks gives you +1 morale. Luxury barracks gives you whatever, +2. And the private bedroom +3. So yeah. Just checking that I haven't missed anyone on chat. Chat paused. No, don't pause it. Right, that's better. Okay. Raining. It's raining. Yeah, we made a little ice thing here to drop this off. This was in our way right at the beginning, in the very first episode. It was pumping heat into our base. We've tamed this volcano basically with thermium. We just brute forced this one. And it takes the igneous, cools it down in here, runs a cooling loop. Just runs of supercoolant, obviously. Yeah, wouldn't use anything less. Runs it through this little bit of water that was here and freezes it, and that just helps to condense this. Because this one feeds water down to this. And I don't like the pipes full of water all the time, so I usually just have a little reservoir that cools the water when it wants it. So we have a very long wire going all the way up to this shut off here. And when it wants some water, it cools it. Cools some water when it wants some. And what else have we got? Ah, this thing. This thing's nice. I think they've nicknamed this thing a Hydra now. So we've got 15,000 kilos per tile of oxygen in this side. And we have 6,000 at this point of hydrogen in this side. And that just runs off of this. Whenever this erupts, it adds some more. And I was going to top this back up, but we never got round to it. We've got so much oxygen in there, it's not necessary. And there's a poke shell. Wrangle you up. We've run out of food for the poke shells, so they're not working very well. But we have got this thing, the ancient specimen, which is one of the story trait things. I'll set that to 99. It uses diamonds, if you haven't seen it before. And it creates fossil. And it creates quite a lot of fossil. Yeah, we'll leave that like that. That can do its thing. This is our little room for making our insulation, viscogel, supercoolant, whatever we want. And we put a little piece of pipe there, which is there on purpose because it's made of niobium. And we don't want to accidentally use up all our niobium. So put it there so that we can use it all up. And then if we have to, we can deconstruct that and make some more. Yeah, it's weird like that. Niobium and tungsten makes thermium, but if you go back up to wherever you do your refining, you can make tungsten from wolframite, but you can also make niobium again back from the thermium. So yeah, as long as you've got some niobium to go on with and some thermium, we've kept a bit of thermium there doing the same thing just to make sure we don't run out and I don't have a brainstorm one day and forget. On this, if you are familiar with it's our Francis John design, but I've kind of modified this section of it with the doors. I use the top door, the top timer just goes off 1 second every 10, every 9, it just opens and closes. That's just to make sure if there's a blob of magma there, it never forms a tile. But the real one is these two. They are set to 32 seconds, and the bottom one is set to 29 and 3, so it's still 32 seconds. But the top door closes first, then the bottom door. That way you squeeze as much heat out of that material as you possibly can. See if I can catch it when the door opens again, see if I can see how much is in there. Probably quite a lot at this point. We'll do the tree planet? Absolutely. We better talk about that in a moment. The one more openings. Let's see how much is in here. The tree planet. Actually, the tree planet really starts on the other island. There you go. There's loads of stacks in there now. Crikey. All at 600 degrees. So if we start off, not at Grosselin actually, we start off at we put in 2 plantations of bog buckets. They get swept up. And it comes along here into this little freezer room. And the auto sweeper sweeps out the bog jelly when the door opens. The door will only open at this time. And that's to stop the sweeper from dropping it on the floor. If you do it by a door and the door closes, whatever it's got, it will still put in there. But if you do it by powering that, turning that on and off or that on and off, it will drop the contents on the floor. I didn't really want. And then that gets fed up to this interplanetary launcher, which run by this thing. This thing's gives out 2,099 rads in that spot. All we do is just when it's got enough, it just turns it off, turns the power off. There's a power shut off there, and turns the power off, so it saves you wasting power. And that thing sat there full until this door opens and it can sweep some more food. Once it does sweep the food, it comes from here. It will fly across the Grosselin, where it will land over here by this targeting beacon. Get opened by the payload opener and dropped into here. It comes this way and drops in. I don't drop it directly into the tree in case I want to send materials over and stuff, which we did quite a bit when we were building the area. So it drops in there, and then that sweeper puts in one of these, which feeds feeds it straight back into the tree again. So the tree sits there eating bog jelly all day. And while we were here digging it out, there was a load of slime, so we decided to build a mushroom farm as well. A feed to the tree. And that is totally self-sufficient. It's just full of pressurized carbon dioxide. Oh, the game's saving again. I can't point. Okay, so yeah, it's pressurized carbon dioxide so the slime doesn't off-gas. That way the door is locked. No duplicate ever comes in here. It just, after a while, the mushroom will just self-harvest and pop off by itself. At which point, my Alexa device is trying to talk to me while I'm talking. It thinks I'm talking to it. Yeah, so it's just high-pressured carbon dioxide in here. So eventually they will pop off and they will get fed to the tree as well. The tree has gives up the resin, and if you don't know about the resin, when it's heated, it will turn into iso resin and steam. So what we do is, this isn't going to run now because it's going to be dormant for ages now. But we've got a thermosensor in here, and if it gets to high enough temperature, the thermosensor will turn on the power. It uses this power shutoff. Power shutoff is connected to a liquid meter valve, which is set at the moment to 40 kilos. Might increase that a bit. Cycle's got a chance of catching up. Oh look, loads more resin dropping in. And then what happens is, if that is powered, these cycle sensors can actually operate. They are set to just a blip, just to reset that reset meter. So it's just on for as low as I could get it, which was 0.2, just to pulse it a bit. And we got 5 of those. We could have done another 3 down here and done more. There you go, it's pulsed. But because the power was off, there won't be any liquid flow, so that's how we control that. Power will only be on if it's over 130 degrees, so if it's too cold in here, it won't do anything. And of course this gives off steam, so this would end up over pressurizing and the liquid vents would pressurize. But before the liquid vents would pressurize, the volcano would pressurize. I think that's 150 kilos of pressure. Will stop a volcano from working, but for these it's 1,000. Will over pressurize it, so the volcano won't erupt if it gets too pressurized. That's where this atmo sensor kicks in. If it's above the maximum that will go to, which is 20,000, then it will activate this shutoff here, liquid shutoff, and the water from both of the steam turbines goes through that before it comes back into here. So next time it heats up in here, and then these kick in, it will send some water off to space. Water comes up here, goes into our toilet system, and the rest gets pumped out into space and got rid of. It's a shame. We could use that water. It is a water positive process, but yeah. Unfortunately, since we left, it is kind of filling up with carbon, with polluted oxygen in here. I didn't think it would because there was a layer of water over this. So that wasn't hot enough to do this bit of resin. So that will just sit there until that volcano re-erupts. And when the iso resin is made, it will get swept into this one. We had to come back in here and put this in because we found that iso resin on the rail would get too hot and would melt into naphtha. It would just turn into melt. I was wondering why there was pools of naphtha forming in here. So we had to remove it from the rail, so it comes out pretty hot. In order to combat that, we just run it through this wiggly line of rails all along the bottom here, and we added our cooling loop from the aquatuner to it. And that's just set to 25 degrees or something nice like that, just to keep that at a reasonable temperature. And then all the resin just flows through it. Iso resin comes up here, drops off into here, and gets fired off back home. That's got another little issue because these two weren't enough to power that at night. So what we did was we added an extra power source here, and we put a one of those power shutoffs on it, and we only time it so that it only comes on at night. But when these solar panels are not working anymore, the power can still get through and power that. But it still keeps running at night time. It's pointed up at an angle. The little eye on it is pointed up at an angle. Anything that doesn't get used will get shot off into space, never to be seen again. There we go. That was wonderful. I like that. That worked really, really well. But I wish we could just sweep things up and put the payload opener somewhere else. So we had to do a little layer. Something's overheated. Oh, the radiation lamp. Well, there's a surprise. Yeah, I thought it might eventually. Now we're trying too hard to pull this up. And there's nothing to cool it. It's got nothing. What's it made of? What did we make it of? Elements, steel. Oh, that's not very good, is it? I don't want to use up all our steel. We'll wait for... yeah, because I don't want them repairing it. The problem with repairing in this game is that they tend to just reset, and it carries on overheating because it doesn't reset the temperature, whereas rebuilding the thing will actually reset the temperature. So we can leave that actually because that's still powered, so we can just deconstruct that and rebuild it. There is a layer of water on the floor. I was hoping that that would happen up here, but it didn't actually happen. Interesting. That just happens by, you know, whenever something hot drops down here. Just get a ball of steam floating around which condenses everywhere. You get a nice little layer of water. It's alright, it keeps everything cool. Keeps everything chill. Yeah, someone's coming now. You can rebuild it as soon as you've taken it apart. And then reload it as well. Pick it back up and rebuild it. Yeah, it's still powered. So it shouldn't lose anything. I was going to put a box here to put some uranium ore in. Then I have to keep bringing tiny amounts. But we shouldn't be doing this for too much. It's only to send the steel over where we need it, which is over here. Look at all these. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Let's set this to worn atmo suit. Can we set it to worn atmo suit? Will it let us? Repair atmo suit. Oh, okay. Hopefully, waiting for materials, reed fiber. Yeah, we'll add reed fiber to this one. Now, is it an industrial ingredient? Yes, it is. Reed fibers can be put in there. That can be... Oh, no. That can be set to a higher priority. We brought some reed fibers with us from Lavini. Let's check in here. They should be on the floor. We dumped them down here. Oh, she's having a rad pill. And in here, we've got this set up in such a way that we can refill the atmo suits. The pressure in here is 174 kilos. Actually going up, I think, even though we're filling the atmo suit with it. When we dock, we've got oxygen which will feed through here and fill this up. Once it blocks that port, it will stop the pump from running. So that's how we do that. We've used a tiny amount of water, not much. Yeah, take your atmo suits and repair them. And put them back in here, won't you? And that's just helpful because that now refills the atmo suit while she's sleeping. We made this huge long pipe because this thing only pumps 50 grams, which is, yeah, if you were waiting for that to fill your atmo suit, you'd be waiting all day. How are we doing for food? You put 2 rocket living quarters on top of the other. Do you get a bigger area or 2 separate areas? I think you just get one area that is actually the active light cockpit type one, and the other one is just a room, as far as I remember from doing it before, unless they've changed something. But you don't get one giant room from it, unfortunately. Yeah, still less pressure than the Hydra, but that is all generated. This air is just generated in here. Oh, you can't put 2 on one rocket. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I do remember seeing I think it was an episode of someone's Let's Play on YouTube. But yeah. Now, if we look in here and we go onto this one, see the bit of carbon dioxide. When that reaches this box full of oxalite. Yeah, I've been watching him melting oxalite. I watch that, poof, it's gone. Every time that happens, it lets out a little puff of oxygen into the room that is full of oxalite. It only does it when a little square of carbon dioxide touches that base square of the box storage bin. Yeah, I've been watching, was it Francis John melting the inside of the rocket on his latest Let's Play and building a reactor and 9 steam turbines or something in there. 10 steam turbines and a reactor inside a rocket using all of the area you're allowed to use. All of this area is free space once you've melted all the metal walls. There you go, she's picking up some oxalite and filling that up. And this pressure is now 175.2.3. Yeah. Why don't you leave and do some more important work, huh? Ah, wrong place. I wanted to go here, where I wanted to go. Now pick up your Atmo suits. Don't chuck them on the floor. We need those. Put them in there and you can repair them. Excellent. And there's our little bit of reed fibre. I thought if we brought them with us, we could stay here for a bit longer. Ah, we've run out of steel, have we? Okay, well that means we either need to build ourselves an opener, or we just need to come and open these. I think I'll just empty storage on them in situ. Thought I clicked that one. Empty storage, please. Oh, I don't know if it's quicker to build a payload opener in here and get to just bring them in and drop them on into it, or just open them by herself. I'm not sure which is the quickest way of doing it. Is this thing overheating? No, it still says 15 degrees, so that's fine. Seems like they don't have a overheat. They have a melting point, but not an overheat. Building lacks resources. Yeah, lots of machines lack resources. Don't panic about it. Insufficient oxygen. Yeah, okay. We have insufficient oxygen. We do. I'd still make her come in and wear a suit in here, although technically she can breathe this. She's got so many rooms to go in that area. Incredibly hot. It appears not. Yeah, I thought they did, but that was 15 degrees when I put it down. And it's still 15 degrees now, so I don't think it does. But we do need to do something about this baby, because he's now 570. If I go to properties, he melts at 668.9, so he's going to melt soon. I'll have to make a new one, but at the point when he melts, we'll mop this out and we'll put some petrol in here, I think. In fact, we could probably... No, I don't want to risk getting hit by red bolts. How many are you on? 47. Well, we'll wait until it fires and then we'll mop. I want to try and mop this square out as well if I can. Then we'll put some petrol in there. Boom! There comes another one. Thanks. Well, thank you. That's we worked. I won't say fast because I'm not a fast. I will admit that I'm very slow. But yeah, Like, I named the past 3 episodes starting up the temporal tear opener, and then I had to change the name because, yeah, that didn't happen. Matthias says, if you evaporate polluted water and condense it back, do you get water or polluted water? How does the game distinguish from polluted water steam and regular water steam? It doesn't. It's just steam is water. And you will get little nuggets of, if it was polluted water, you'll get little nobles of the, whatever it was. If it was polluted water, you'll get dirt, polluted dirt. And you'll cook the polluted dirt, and you can cook that as well if it's hot enough. I've had sand appear from nowhere, like under the rocket when we landed. I think we got sand. Where the hell's that sand coming from? And it was like polluted oxygen getting cooked. Right, so there's a little bit left to build. Come on, I don't think there's enough pressure in here, so we're going to have to set this. Is that powered? Have we powered this? Yes, we did. So we need to make that. If I say make that liquefiables. Are there any liquefiables in here? No. As if there were. I don't mind brine. I don't want that. Don't want that. Crushed ice I think is polluted. And I don't want polluted oxygen in here. So we'll have snow, ice and brine ice. Similar to the brine ice, if you melt the brine ice, you get steam and salt. So if you evaporate polluted water, you'll get polluted dirt and steam. And the crushed ice isn't polluted. Wasn't sure. I don't know if we've got any. Yeah, we can have that. I think, yeah, you're right, because it looks like it would be green, wouldn't it? If it wouldn't be sort of a horrible colour, it wouldn't be that nice colour. Oh, it falls like sand. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't managed to get any crushed ice. So we're dropping this in here. And what we're going to do, let's slow it down a minute. I want to drop some of the ingredient, whatever crap is in here. Let's just put it over here for now. Drop it in this room. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's all we're doing at the moment with the iron is we're just dropping it out. This one's dropping it here. This one's dropping it on the ladder so it comes all the way down here. And it's just getting rid of it, getting it out of the system so we've got access to it. I want to get all this rubbish out of here. This one we've put 2 auto sweepers in. The others we only put 1, which means we can't quite reach this corner. There's a little bit of salt there that's going to annoy me forever. This one I've got to just hope nothing drops off the rail. The way that works is you have a bridge here and the rail items come through here. If they're checked for temperature, if they're too hot, it comes in here and down, jumps over on the bridge and then goes through this, which prevents this from adding any more to it. So it keeps moving all the time. I prefer it moving all the time. It doesn't have to. I've seen systems where it just sits there and when it goes cold enough, one piece gets ejected. I don't like that. I like to keep it moving all the time. So when it's cool enough, which is 128, it's just a couple of degrees hotter than the steam turbines can go. And it will, if it gets colder than that, it'll eject it and drop it out here. Eventually, we'll make a system that will actually send it somewhere good, like back home where we can turn it into steel. Well, this is going to power the aqua tuner when we get to that point. Don't we have any steel? Right, we better open. Well, in that case, I think we should make an opener, shouldn't we? Should. Let's use a bit of wolframite. I think we can do that. Nope. Where is it? What's it called? I forget the name of the thing. Nope, it's not that. Not an automation, is it? No, it wouldn't be an automation. Was it? I've forgotten where it is. I forgot how much steel do you have. Well, we've been sending a chunk of steel over here. Let's empty. I'll empty it manually for now because I can't find where the machine is. We have put, I think, 10 tons in here, but if we go back to Lavini, when we check steel on our list, we've still got 36 tons left. Now, I will activate that in a minute, but I want to make sure all of the steel, not here, all of the steel on the floor here has been put into this conveyor loader before I activate anything, because we've got this set up with these weight plates. So as long as, if the weight plate is red, oops, wrong one, that one, it turns off the thing, and that is just set to iron to steel forever. And then if you want to, you can then say we'll have a box full of steel, and I'll untick the sweep only we put on earlier, and then the sweeper will take that away and it will carry on running, and you'll get power out of it as well. When you make steel, you get power back. Oh, they've melted. I thought they might eventually. Oh dear, that's brilliant. Okay, we need some red bolt generators in here. We ought to turn the power off, I think. Yeah, let's snip the power off. Okay, otherwise they'll get irradiated. In my current colony, I have 2,000 tons of plastic after leaving it running for a few hours. Yeah, I think we might have to make some plastic just because of this overflowing. Yeah, we made a Dreco farm here, just put some hydrogen along the top. And look at this room. My word, this is where the excess Drecos end up. Don't look, anybody. We'll be annoyed by the peep peep noise every now and again. Well, every 2 seconds at this point. Oh, this thing, that's what I want. I rotate that. That can go there. One there, and one there. They lasted a long time, so I'm not really bothered. We could power it from above and maybe put a block here. Extend this and put a block here and then drip some liquid in. We could do that. Yeah, we could try that. If you have the dupe work available ranches for a shearing station in that excess Dreco room, yeah, we'd have fill it with hydrogen. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Absolutely. Right, so game is saving again. Let's have a drink. Come on, come on. I feel like winding the computer up. Come on, you can do it. Pedal faster. Ah, there we go. Now we go to power. Let's pop a joint plate through there. Power it down. It's got to go through that switch there, otherwise it won't work. That bit can then be got rid of. That bit can go. Oh, that didn't work. Deconstruct you as well, please. That's much better. I like that. Okay, so it'll only cool down this one and this one. We've got to set that to right, please. Yep. Shoot into there. These don't actually have an overheat, so they won't. The reflectors don't care about temperature. Hey, I didn't know I destroyed that again. I must have done. Right, yep. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for everybody for coming. New people to the channel, to the stream. It's a pleasure having you. And thank you for your input. Have a good sleep. Get that rebuilt. Where are we going? We are going to a radiation lamp. Not very efficient, but we've done all the research on the map with just the where is it? Just this thing, the manual red bolt generator, just to prove that you can do everything. The entire research. That's not research, you muppet. That's the research tree. Everything. The whole thing is done. All of it. Even the statue. We haven't built one yet. The statue is actually done. Gotta get rid of that water. I forgot about that. And that's just done by having a door that locks when there's a duplicate in here, or when this is full. So if that says it's full, it locks the door to where you store the store your uranium ore, and this is locked. That prevents any dupes coming in, getting uranium to feed to them, which would just be wasted. But the dupe can always get out because there's always a door above it, letting them out. And don't watch the hatchling babies drowning. No, don't notice that. No, don't look. Don't look. And yeah, so the dupe's in here. Nobody can give him any uranium. And he has to leave to get some. So the minute he steps out of here, this door will lock if it's got enough. So then he'll go and find another job to do. And that's how that worked. And it worked fairly well for the entire thing. And this one is full of sweetles at the moment. Can't believe the stone hatch in here. I thought we were increasing this to stone hatches, weren't we? Stone hatch on a 9? No. Stone hatch. Yep. Copy settings for that one. Auto wrinkle surplus 0. Ah, that's the problem then. That's why that's not been running. Got to set that back to 8. Copy settings. Oh, there we go. And this guy can probably be saved. Wrangle him out. And that way, there, you got just in time to see this working. Oh, not that one. This one. The food is sedimentary rock or igneous rock. And it gets dished out by these conveyor meters. I put 2 in because they only go up to 500 and they're eating more than 500. I had to add some more to it. So we put 2 and they just burst at different times a day to reset the conveyor meter and allow more of the food through. Whatever food source you want to give it. And it doesn't matter if they both trigger at the same time because they're conveyor meters. They will stop once they've run the relevant amount through. We might have to come up to these two and add another cycle sensor to these as well. I've left that actually accessible from the outside, but there'll be an Atmo suits there, so I don't want them getting in. And I don't want them reaching this, because this is deliberately there to be fed by the automation. Aha! We have a hatch delivered. Excellent. Another. That might help our barbecue situation, because we used to have nearly 20 million barbecue. And I just plummeted at some... Oh, this is running. You can get to see this. If I was going to rebuild this, I'd probably build it on tiers, like having 2 steam turbines, another 2 and another 2 and maybe 2 more. Because I think it could easily give enough heat to run double what it's running now. And we had to bust back in here and make everything out of thermium because it all melted. But that was unexpected. It was just an experiment to see what would happen. And this sweeps up some nice hot igneous rock, 1200 degrees, and that gets cycled around here until it reaches below 325. That was the sweet spot that we discovered worked really well with this little cooling chamber, which kicks out at 35 degrees. So you get from 1200 degrees down to 35, and then it's sent off to be fed to the hatches. You could make it a bit lower, make that a bit better, so you get more heat out of it, more power. But it was more of a experiment to see if it would work, rather than an actual effort to get power. It was more of a, do we need it? No, but we do want the food to feed to our hungry little Guys, hungry hatches. Get back over to Frigilla. Has she picked up those Atmo suits? I would like to go back on the rocket. Just see. Set to 3 Atmo suits. It's not a huge high priority though. You might say there's no jobs. Okay, fair enough. Oh, before we leave, we want to make sure we bring them with us, I think. We'll make sure they... Oh, we could leave them there. I don't see any problem. I did accidentally make rather a lot of Atmo suits at some point in time. Right, that is now full of ice. So I think we can start sweeping all the junk out of here. Now, if we just set this to... I'll put allow manual use on it at the moment because I think... No, sweep only, isn't it? That should stop it from doing anything. Yeah, good. And then we'll set... turn off liquefiables because I want them left in. And yeah, we should be able to... Oh, I want to turn off iron as well. I don't want any iron coming out. Just at the moment. Where are we? Oh, we're right at the top. And down here. Because it will be really hot. So if I now hit that, I go back up to the top. We should be able to turn off sweep only, and we should be able to pick up some of this junk and get it out of here. Hopefully there's enough steam pressure in here just to let it come out. I think what I might do with the snipping tool, just stop it from going past this volcano, just for now. As long as the tiles are there, we can use them. I'll cancel doing anything in there. Make sure this door is locked. Nope. Not locked, but just prevent access, you know. So there we go. That should sweep out all that junk. And it will be set. Ah, I've forgotten to change the temperature. That gives me a chance to show that going round and round in circles. It might melt this piece of... If there isn't enough steam, it might melt this piece of rail. Again, like it did before. And what we're going to do, click on this and say if it's below, say, 128 again. That seems to work quite nicely, because that's the temperature that the turbines can kick in at. So everything seems to be 130 and getting hotter. Let's make that 140. And chuck that out before it gets too hot. Have we forgotten to connect it or something? Yeah, we probably have. Disabled by automation. Oh, it's hotter. Crikey, that got hot quick, didn't it? Oh, man. Oh, well, I'll just have to wait. Ah, that's why she hasn't finished that. Unreachable, is it? I don't think that's unreachable, is it? Doesn't look very unreachable to me. What can we make it out of? It won't let me until she wakes up. Damn. Okay, fine. There's a few people. I don't mind lurkers. I like to lurk. From the raid, yeah, I know what you meant. There's a few people. Yeah, I don't mind lurking. I like to lurk. Lurking's good. Right, come on, Ellie. Wakey, wakey. Let's get some work done. I think we've got a pipe to install all the way around this place. All the way through the batteries, all the way through all the turbines. I think we ought to do that before we start taming the 4th iron volcano. Because I think all this is going to start overheating if we don't. Saving again. Another drink. My word, I'm getting through the drinks now. I'm saving every day. Every cycle. This stuff's just getting hotter and hotter. I don't think there's enough steam pressure, is there? No liquid output. No power consumers. No liquid output. That's the problem. Okay, well maybe we can do something about that then. Oh, let me build those, but it wouldn't let me build that. Maybe it will now. No. Missing resources, metal ore. Well, we better open some more of these then. We're all set to open. So, trying to find where there it is, payload opener. This thing. That's what I wanted. I want to put it, where's the best place? Probably as close to that as possible would be best, wouldn't it? So she doesn't have to go too far. We pop that there. Put a tile underneath. Before we leave, we're going to deconstruct these like points of interest, the vending machine and stuff. That way she won't have to open everything by hand all the time. Priority, I want that done there. Are they going to let me do this now? Aha! Yeah, not out of steel though. That wolframite, I don't care. Build it out of that. That can be on an 8, yep. A couple of these should be on a 9, so they should get done first. And then this can be on a 7. I have to add power to that. Little bit of... Let's use iron. I'm making enough of it. I don't think you can cancel that once you've clicked it down. Cancel empty, you have to individually do it. Oh. Cancel empty and cancel. Now if we were putting it up here, we could put a sweeper to load it. I think we're going to have to let her go up, unload it. Now this can actually work. Is it going to create any power? I don't think there's any power consumers because we haven't gotten around to doing this bit yet. So let's do that. That needs deconstructing. Yeah, look, they're generating power all right. Don't overheat, will you? We're not ready for that. We haven't got the cooling loop in. Well, we could build the cooling loop in stages instead of one huge cooling loop of doom, you know. Yeah, because this is generating power, but it's not like we need the power at the moment. We will do, but not yet. We're getting there. This is our work in progress. And then we'll connect that to there. Aha! Excellent. I like it. Make that the highest priority. And also, that's got to be done. Okay, good. Nice. That should be built after, and then that should be built after that. Yeah. Excellent. Where's she gone? Where you gone? Oh, she's already building this. Oh, I suppose that's good. Let's set that to below 140. It's already too hot. Yeah. It will get emptied slowly. I'm surprised this ice hasn't melted. There's brine ice and ice in here, 20 tons of it. Come on, come on, come on. I might make that a mesh tile, so that if that melts again, it doesn't drip on there. We do want to come back in there, I think. We need to come back in, build a couple of tiles, and that's it. Or maybe some pipe. We need a little bit of this water pipe. Build that from the outside, actually. Yep. Yeah, build the most important one first, won't you? Oh, thank you. There we go. That's now added to the system. We've got these two that are... well, that one's gone dormant. I'll use the suppress current tool on that. And stop those annoying icons. And we'll do the same on that, I think. Awesome. Where are you going? Get some wolframite. Good. That seems like necessary. I think I probably built that. Yes, I did. So hopefully it will now cool down this material. Ah, there we go. I can see it running. Ah, some of this material is finally being ejected. And whatever's in there is automatically being added to the line. And because we've got it set to 140 degrees, pretty much all of that should instantly be ejected. Just to make sure this doesn't, like, do something I don't want it to do. We just dig that a little hole to drop it into. And hopefully we'll slowly get this room swept out. Unpacked interplanetary payloads delivered by duplicates. Yes, they can deliver it manually. I was wondering. Okay, we'd better allow entry and exit from this door, because that would be ridiculous going all the way round. Right. And in here... no, not plumbing, you muppet. Gas pump. We're going to put a gas pump right there. Don't know if we need this bottle emptier anymore. We may do, but I think I want to move it. And we're going to put ventilation. A little pipe going across to there. Once that's destroyed, we'll put a vent there. And we'll add that to the power line. I think it can take it. Yeah, it can take that. Come on, you know you want to. Do that one with steel just because it may get a little toasty in this room when the rocket's taking off or landing. But hopefully it will pump it out to a vacuum before it can do any damage. Right, that needs to be delivered, please. Errands, low priority. Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't like delivering or mopping. Right. These aren't doing anything now. What's the steam pressure like? Very, very low. Once everything's got rid of, we'll have to add some more ice. But what we did last time was we used the rail here, right above the volcano, and put one of these conveyor chutes there to drop some plastic there in a vague attempt to make some naphtha, a lock, an airlock. But it didn't work. But what we could do is use a similar system and put one there and drop all the ice right there. That'll make it melt. I think it would eventually melt. But the other thing we've got to do in here, which we haven't done. Ah, that's why. Excellent. Figured it out. Gotcha. We haven't put any temp shift plates in. We kind of really need them. Really does. No, it's under utilities. Let's see what... Well, we could make a temp shift plate out of iron. Yeah, there's an iron volcano. Would it melt? Probably. I don't know. Yeah. I'll just let it evict some of this junk first. A lot. Why can I hear a sleeping sound? Ah. Is there a light bug thing? One of those? Yeah, I think there might be. New interior. Right, I definitely want to bring in the suits. She could end up trapped in here with no ability to get to a suit. Yeah, Ali, low priority. At my suit. Rather put that on like that. Excellent. Sweet. So we have got this one running. This one's running. This one's now dormant. That's what I was hoping for there. It'd at least be one or two running all the time to give us power. And we're also adding to that power from the solar panels as well. That's quite nice. I'll supplement it. I don't think they generate a huge amount here. Not much. But what they do generate will just help keep it going. And then we'll see just what limit we can push it to with the Radbolt generators. If we put too many, we'll run out of power. If we don't put enough, it'll just take forever. And I mean, there's obviously we could make much better ways of doing it, but things melted now anyway. Let's take the opportunity to mop up in here. I'm going to also sweep out all the crap, I think, just by hand. Yeah. If you mop there, it should clean this tile as well, hopefully. You trying to run? Yeah, I don't think there's enough pressure. Still only 7 kilos of pressure in here. The ice is slowly warming up. Minus 10.2. Minus 18 for the brine ice. That just went down? No, up a bit. Oh, the volcano's going to go again. Don't get some more temperature into this ice pretty soon, I think we're going to have a problem. So what I might do is let her come in here, but only to put a temp shift plate, just one for now. I don't want to make it too efficient because then it'll mess our liquid lock up again. And she's got to come in here and put one right there. There's always one temp shift plate smack in the middle there. We're generating all this power for nothing really at the moment. If I make that a higher priority, are you more likely to do it? Probably not. No, we should have dropped this ladder down further. It would have been easy. That was supposed to be where she sweeps this junk to. Is that hot here? Really? Oh god, it is. It's getting pretty warm. Mainly this stuff is so hot that we're ejecting from the room. Okay, well what we're going to do then was we're going to drop that back to 128. So if it's below 128, I'll stop chucking out the really hot material. It's still quite hot, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's better than having overheat issues. But we just don't have enough steam. So what I'm thinking is we allow entry and we go to utilities and we see if we can make it out of wolframite, which is highly reactive. So we want one there, 1, 2 away. That is perfect. One smack there. Perfect. Want that built, please. Oh, look at that. That's overheating because there isn't enough steam to take the heat. Yeah, things are going to start melting. Crap. Right, that's only gone like that because he's just picked up the wolframite. Come on. Bring it in. Come on. Yeah, we need more temperature in here. And more steam. More liquid. I don't want to tell things to not repair. But, yeah, that's not good. That'll waste all our steel. Keep repairing them. I think it uses about 20 for a repair job. Yeah, 20 kilos. Come on, Ellie. Get you going. Build that. As soon as she's built that, I'll drop the ice on the floor. And hopefully it will melt pretty darn quickly. We need it to. What we can do is instead of dropping it all in instantly, we can drop it in small amounts. It might make it easier for it to melt. Once she's done that, you can leave. Off you go. Out. Out. Got that door behind you. We're going to change this to say That should drop a little bit. We can't really see very well. Should drop some ice somewhere here. We can't really tell, can we? Let's just dump it all out, I think. Yep, there should be a chunk of ice there now. Hopefully that will add some steam to the room. Pressure. Is it worth building another one? Put another box right there. Oh, I know what we could do. Yeah, let's try that. It'd be steel, so it might melt. Who knows? Might get damaged a little bit. Put anything in there yet? Going all the way around. Why go? Ah, Muppets. Yeah, look at that. We need another ladder. Need 2 ladders right there, please. There's always something to catch you out. Bit of sandstone will do. Yeah, there's something there that's annoying. Stopping the liquid flowing properly. Sweep that up. Right, are you allowed in? Did I change that? No, I didn't. Okay, you're still allowed in. Come on, build that quickly. Chop chop. Get on with it. Ah, where are you going now? Find some more. Excellent. Now if we do that... Oh, where's she going now? Awaiting 195. Okay. Probably out here, isn't it, somewhere? Yeah, it's probably up here. Oh, there we go. She's put stuff in there, but what I haven't done is I haven't put any way for it to get it out. So we're going to need to put a little bit of rail just here and a chute on the bottom of it. Otherwise it can't eject the stuff it's making. That's going to land right where I want to sweep. Crikey. Is there anything there? Ellie's current errand. Oh, good. Hopefully there was enough there to build it. Ah, and she's repairing that as well. Nice touch. No, she didn't actually bother repairing it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set that to liquefiable. And the sweepers should put that in there and dump it here. Nice and close. Yeah. Right, you can lock that door now. Don't go in there just yet. Oh, the Pikmin 4 demo just dropped. Okay. I have a very happy person in the house. Ooh, something blue just fell out. Bloop. Did you see that? Every now and again I get that. Ever since the last update. So there we go. We've got ice here. 15 tons of it. Maybe we shouldn't have put it so close to the volcano. Maybe we should have put it somewhere else. Never mind. We shouldn't have put so much of it there. Yeah, the problem is this one's just picking it up and putting it back in at this point. I'll just leave it now. I will make sure that is set to disable auto repair. And that is not containing anything. I might take a while for this bit of ice to warm up. Already minus 9.8. It should warm up pretty nicely. What I might do actually is include these 2 tiles here. Ah, because she doesn't have access, or she's gone to bed. Maybe I can't do it. We'll have to wait until she wakes up. Yeah, I was going to say if this material on the rail is running through this tile, probably be more effective. Ah, I see water. I see a lot of water. Maybe too much water, who knows? Yeah, there's still 19 tons of ice there. And how much water did we get? I think we ought to get some things done. Let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct that storage bin. Get that repaired. And we want another temp shift plate. Do we have enough wolframite to build it though? We actually do. That's going directly there. Right in the middle of that. And do we have any steam in here at all? Very tiny amount. Gosh. That's all going to overheat. All this machinery is going to overheat. I think we better stop it for now. There you go. Once we've got some steam in there. Ah, it's another game save. If we run all the machinery with no steam in the room, then the machinery will all overheat. With very tiny amounts of steam, it just doesn't have enough material to put its temperature into. So we've just got to hope that little tiny airlock works just for a bit longer. Just until this volcano erupts again. We'll do the same technique we did before. We did down here. We'll put a door right here by this block. We'll put a door here by this block. Delete this block. And then we can use the door to let the water out. Too much in the system. We've got to let her back in. And want to connect. I will just leave that for now. Cancel that. I've just cancelled that, hasn't I? I cancelled the temp shift plate. I didn't mean to do that. On it just there. And if we've got enough time, I'm putting another one right there. But we'll judge that by how long this is. It's only got half a cycle until it erupts. I don't know if it's going to be able to turn all this into steam, which will affect our little petroleum lock. If it does, we've got to get the hell out of there. Deconstruct the box. Thank you very much. Are you going to deconstruct this as well? Hello? No, she's going to build that. Okay, build that. That seems very important to build. And she's going to come back in. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Do all your jobs at once. Is that repair her? And if I prevent her from leaving, I'll have to repair it. Thank you. Now she's got to go. Because I don't think there's any wolframite in here. Build that with. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to build that first. Well, that can start actually unloading now. Yeah, and we're going to suppress that symbol. You know, there's not everything in there. How long have you got? 0.4. Has she got enough time to build that temp shift plate and get the hell out? So what we'll do is we'll come in from underneath here. We'll dig this out and we'll build a tile there. And then we'll just have to kind of build the tile up. Once we've built that one, we can build this one. That way we don't have to go back in there anymore. But we need some steam in the room. Otherwise this is gonna all overheat. No, that's not right. Hopefully you've got enough time in your 0.3 cycles to get out of there. Hopefully you can do that. And we've got materials raining in. Haha, steel coming in. We've now got loads of steel. Excellent, I like it. Let's pop back over to the Lavini and just check what's going on. Because we were redoing this system here. We've done that now. We'll place a block there. A block out like that. This one needs to be set to the right. That one can be set to the right. That one can be set down. And they will all fire into that. Excellent. And we can drop a little bit of liquid in there. It'll only help this one. It won't really help these two. But that's fine. And then we can carry on sending some more materials over. We're doing all right. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. And back. Oh, that's that one. I was wondering what was going on then. Right. We do seem to have some steam in the room, so that means that's probably erupted. I would like to drop a ladder. Let's do that. Let's build our door system. We need a door right there. We will place a signal switch right below it. An automation wire linking them together. And that way, if we get too much water in here, we can open that. We'll delete this tile and we can let some water out, because I got a feeling when this big pile of ice melts, we're going to have way too much water in here. Let's suppress the symbol on there. Now that will open automatically because the switch is always set on when it's built, which is rather annoying, to be honest. I thought they'd make it off when it's built, just in case it activates something you didn't want it to activate. We can then do that business. And if this suddenly bursts with water and fills the room, then we've got something we can do about it. And we don't need Ellie to do it. We can do it all by ourselves. Well, now we're going to dig across here like that. This tile is crucial. Let's make sure that stays locked. It does stay locked. The steam pressure is rising. And that is all starting to melt. This ice, there's 19 tons of it. Crikey, why did we put so much in there? Oh well. Things are happening. Now we've got a bit more pressure in here, I think we can activate that again. I don't want it to sweep out the iron just yet. I want it to get rid of all the junk. So let's set it to all. Let's set it to no refined metals. And then we can turn off sweep only and it should start running. And now there's pressure in here. So it should actually, we need more pressure in here, definitely, but we have got the ice. We'll do it eventually. We're going to build a tile there. And she's built it, really close to building it. We'll dig that tile out. And we'll build another one right there, please. Right. Hopefully, some of this junk can get swept out quite quickly. What's the pressure in here now? Still pretty low, though. I'll keep the door in system there, because we may need to have to come back in. Who knows? But when this little patch of ice... Is that ice getting colder? That's impossible. That's crazy. How can the ice get colder? I swear that was colder than... it was -8 a minute ago. Oh no. There's something off-gassing in here, which I do not want it to do. So let's turn that off. Go to bleach stone. Get that bleach stone out of here. Pronto. Yeah, get rid of it. I don't care how hot the bleach stone is, it's going out. No, it can't come out. It's trapped by this stuff on the line. It will eventually. It will eventually. I didn't notice there was bleach stone in there, so I would have removed it. We can hope, actually, that there is so much steam pressure that it won't off-gas. It's got a little pocket of... Yeah, that's fine. Because that will always stay at the bottom, so it shouldn't interfere with the turbines. Press U. That's done. That's all done. I want another row of this, but we're running low on wolframite. We'd have to build it out of steel. And I don't want to waste the steel because that's for this. Can we just get away with building some normal tiles? Let's try. Just what have we got here? Igneous rock. If we build it like that instead, we might overwrite these and just put a few mesh tiles in here and there where we want them, rather than doing the whole thing. I was going to put a wall around it, but we've got ladders in the way, so we need access to down the bottom of the map. If we put a wall around it, we'll be blocking this off. There won't be any way. We'll have to come down the back here or something. I don't want to do that. I think we'll just leave it open. Go back while she's asleep. Go back to Lavinia and just double check. Anything being done? That's done now. We can reconnect this. That will start getting hot again, overheating. But we'll put a little bit of, what should we drop? Just water, because everything else is water. I'll just put a little bit of water down there. Errands. Mima's got the job. Don't want too much water put in there. Wasn't sure if there was any containers of water lying around. No. I have now been rabbiting on like a trooper for 3 hours. So I will probably be calling it very shortly. If you haven't dropped a follow, I would very much appreciate that. If you're watching this later on VODs, please consider dropping a follow. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, then please consider hitting subscribe or hitting like on the video. That would really help me out. Here comes the water. Don't want too much, but hey, that was a bit tiny, wasn't it? Crikey. Bit more than that. Oh, look at it. It's just turned instant steam. Well, that'll help. That'll rain down on it. That's fine. I'll turn that off because I'm not going to be watching. Yeah, see this? It's raining everywhere. Uh-oh. These have just kicked in. Boom! Aha! Nice. Just a good... Oh, here comes another one. Kablooey! Awesome. Let's go out with a bang, shall we? Kaboom! There goes another one. And another one. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. That one was a fast one, wasn't it? Or was that a delivery? That was a delivery. Okay. That means that must be ISO resin. Awesome. We made another 50 ISO resins from space. Who's got entombed? Excuse me, I'm busy watching that. I don't want to be entombed. Oh. That hasn't closed again. Oh. I see what's happening. They didn't close in time. Ah, look at that. It's smashing everything to bits. Kaboom! Oh well, we'll go and fix that later. At the moment, I want to watch these guys shooting down. Anything? Anything left to shoot? Or is it all over already? Ah, I think it might be already over. Oh, here comes the little one. Boop. I think when you make the blast shots, you get the choices of different materials to make them from. I think they should change the colour of the explosion. depending on what you made it out of. They've improved their graphics, because that was it stayed still wherever it hit. Now it's continuing to move on its trajectory. They've definitely done something. Any more? Any more for any more? There's some landing up here. That's how it's supposed to work. The doors are supposed to be shut. I was so busy doing other things that I forgot that needed fixing. We run out of blast shots. Our limited line of sight. Doors are closing. Yep, something's happening. Boom! You've got no blast shots. Ah. You need some more blast shots, Captain. I don't want our interplanetary launcher getting... Oh, here comes some. Fill it up. Thank you very much. Now it can... Just in time for it to stop, look. This one will need some more as well. I'll have to come round and do that one. Well, I didn't want them getting shot by red bolts from this. So I deleted the ladders. Yep, that one's going to fall down. Ah, well. That's how you end up with water down here. Whoa! Oh, crikey, that nearly hit. Has this got a priority? Yes, it has. Let's boost that priority and see if that'll do it. Awesome. If you haven't seen the meteor blasters before, that's what they do. Unfortunately, it actually says on it, meteors that have been blown to smithereens leave behind no harvestable resources. I think that's a bit unfair. I think you should get like half the resources. Oh no. Boom. Oh, that just jumped off. Hey, what's the point in building them if you're not going to get the resources? Apart from the awesome fireworks display. When it hits down here and it virtually instantly melts because it's just snow. And it's too hot down here for snow. Ah, that's brilliant. Let's pop back to here and see what we're doing, what we've got to deal with. What's the temperature in here? Right, okay, so I think we'll get rid of that tile. There it is. Snow fun. Very good, very good. I like a good pun or two, so yeah. Now where are we going to go with this one? That's got to come round from there. This mop. I want to do this before I go. There's no errand to mop there, so you can't get there? Yes, you can. You can get there. Sure you can. You picked up everything else. You can definitely climb down there. Let's go and mop on a 9. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Jimmy Tea Time. Ah, some people are so creative with their names. That's awesome. Excellent name. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stream and the YouTube series. You can watch me on fast forward on there. I'm a bit quicker on YouTube. You can put it on double speed. I might sound a bit like Mickey Mouse, but hey. At least to get some work done then. And the streams aren't as long. Double bonus. So we have connected that through, haven't we? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Awesome. I'm going to set this, I think, to just sweep out all the crap now. We've got rid of the stuff that will off-gas. I'll set that to sweep only. Set that to that. Come down here and turn off any metal. So it can run. Oh, it can't run because I've put it on sweep only. There we go. Now it can evacuate all the junk. And next episode we will be putting in the cooling loop all around. It's got to go through here, which is fun because you won't go down there. You mop that tile. But so that'll be interesting, trying to persuade her to do that. We've got to put a cooling loop in, keep those cool, and all the steam turbines. And we'll do the last one. We'll do him as well. All that and more in the next thrilling installment. I thank you very much for watching. I will find someone to raid out, and I wish you well. Hope you can join me next time. Thank you all for coming. Cheers.